Hello and welcome back to another video from China. It's quite windy today actually. Not that cold as it's spring now, but it is cool. The weather is apparently going to get warmer. So what are we talking about today? Well, just walk and talk, I guess. What's going on with life at the moment. I'm still sick. I got a little better a few weeks ago for like a couple of days, and then when those 2 days went past, I got really ill again, and the diarrhea hasn't stopped. It's been a month and a half, just extreme diarrhea. So yeah, I went back to the hospital to say, look, I've got extreme diarrhea still, and they were absolutely shocked. They were like, we gave you medicine. You should not have diarrhea right now. It's been too long. I said, well, I do. So what can we do? They said, what about a colonoscopy test? I didn't know what a colonoscopy test was. I couldn't even say it a couple of days ago. I've just been rehearsing. Apparently, it is. It's a camera up your backside. So anyway, they booked me in for the next day. I had to drink all these horrible drinks. I would have posted a video about it, like a short video, a horizontal video. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Some people only watch the landscape videos, so I'm not sure what you've seen. But anyway, I had to have these drinks to clear my system. So when I go in the next day, I'm kind of, empty, so they can see exactly what's up there. So I went in and I got no sedation, nothing like that, no numbness. And I screamed the hospital down. I screamed it down. There was an option. The HR person that took me from my job said you could go to sleep, which is general anesthetic. But that's the only option that she told me about. I've got a phobia of that, but I probably still would have done it if I knew it was going to hurt that much. But she said it would be very expensive to get the general anesthetic. So I said, oh, well, if it's very expensive, then maybe don't do it. Is it going to hurt that much? She said, not really. I screamed the hospital down. No sedation, no nothing. I thought they were going to give me some kind of, numbness, numb my, the area, but yeah, nothing like that. So the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. Yeah, just trying to figure out why I've got diarrhea for over a month and a half. Anyway, while they were looking up there, literally, they were in my intestines, and they found a lump, like a very huge lump. That's what they said anyway. I could see it on the camera. I didn't know if it was huge or not. I don't know what's big or what's small with things like that. But anyway, the night before, actually, I was thinking, while they're up there, I hope they don't find a lump randomly. I was actually thinking that, but I guess everyone thinks that, don't they? Like kind of worst case scenario. So they found a lump. They were staring at it for ages. They called somebody else in with a suit on to check it out. They were there for 10 minutes, staring at it, talking about it. I was like, there's no time to chat. That thing's still up my arse. So they said, oh, well, it's important. We need to talk about it for a little longer. Anyway, they looked at it for a while. Then they called the HR person inside while my trousers were down to my ankles, and yeah, at my lowest point she's seen me. But anyway, they told her, because she translated to me, that they found a lump 20 by 20 millimeters. The name is colon polyp, I believe that's the medical term, in my intestines, and it's 20 by 20 millimeters. I did some research. Apparently 5 millimeters is classed as a big one. Mine's 20 by 20, so it's huge. So they looked like they were panicking a bit. They were saying it needs to be removed urgently. And that's what the HR person was telling me. She said the surgeon said you need to remove it urgently, urgently. Now, I'm not sure if it's linked to the diarrhea or not. I did some research here and there and I found this video that I'll put up right now.
First sign of colon cancer that we need to watch out for is any kind of change in your bowel habits. So if all of a sudden you start getting constipation or you're having frequent loose stools or diarrhea, that could be one of the first signs of cancer. Now, having diarrhea or constipation for a week or 2 weeks can be fairly common, and it's usually not a cause for major concern. But if that change in your bowel habits persists for longer than a few weeks, then it could indicate a more serious problem. And
so after watching that video, I wasn't in a good place, to be fair. I was a bit down, as you can imagine. They say never research your symptoms, but because it's been so long, a month and a half, I kind of had to, I kind of had to. I had no choice, it's been too long. So yeah, I still don't know if it is linked or not, but they said I need to remove the lump ASAP in case it's cancerous. So anyway, fast forward a few days and I went back to work and I told the HR person, let's move forward, let's roll the ball forward, so to speak, to get this operation sorted. She said it'll be very expensive, thousands of British pounds. It'll not be cheap. I think she quoted me about 2,500 British pounds to get this operation done, which I was quite shocked about. I mean, I never used to appreciate the NHS back home in England, in the UK, that much. But when you're outside the UK and you actually have to pay for, hospitals, and when you're ill, you kind of appreciate the NHS a little. So yeah, I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for that. I think I'm just going to get a payday loan out and maybe £2,500 payday loan, 3,000, and hopefully that'll cover that. I already had to pay £700 2 weeks ago because I was in hospital for like 5 days because of the diarrhea, and we're not any further forward. Anywho, I'll just turn back on myself. My arm's actually hurting. I've got no energy. But yeah, I went to HR because the HR person is supposed to deal with our contracts, with our well-being. If we don't understand stuff, she's the one that translates. It's like kind of her job. But yeah, she's just saying it's going to be very expensive. I said, well, are we not insured? Can we not get after I pay for it, can we not get it back from the insurance or whatever? And she's saying she's not 100% sure. So the insurance part, it's a grey area. I never knew how important a good insurance is until you get sick. I knew my job had some kind of insurance, but I never done a lot of research about it, Apparently it's maybe not the best insurance, so probably not going to pay out for it, but it is what it is. Yeah, there is a lot of other jobs in Shanghai. My friends work in Shanghai and they said they have the best insurance at their job. As soon as you're ill, they'll pay for everything's sorted within weeks, everything's hunky-dory. But yeah, I guess my job doesn't have the best insurance. But moving forward, that has to be a must in whatever job I go into, or the job I'm in now when it comes to like negotiating of the contract in the summer. We are going to have to see we need a good insurance, the best insurance. That's minimal when you're not in your country and you get really sick, because you get to deal with situations like this that stress you out when you're ill anyway. But anyway, I said, well, I have to pay for it anyway. They said it's serious, like I have to get it removed. I was talking to the HR person and she said, in my opinion, I think you should wait until the summer and get it done, while you're in the UK. I was like, weren't you there when they said it was urgent and they have to remove ASAP? She kind of didn't answer. But anyway, I was like, this is serious, isn't it? They looked very worried. Then she said, if you do get the operation, it might take 2 weeks to recover, as in like you have to wait in the hospital for 2 weeks. I was like, what does that matter? What's that going to do with me? I need this operation done no matter what. I mean, I'm not sure where she pulled this 2 weeks out of. Probably a random hat. Because yeah, I think you had to recover for 2 weeks after. Like, where did she get that 2 weeks from? How did she know? But yeah, I don't know how long it takes to recover. She might be right, but it's irrelevant, isn't it? I'm quite ill and I need it done. So anyway, she's trying to put me off about doing the operation. I said, can you ring the hospital, please? I just want you to ring them up and just ask the price and if they definitely do the operation and stuff. And she's saying, oh, they're not coming back to her. They're not replying to her, something like that. So I thought, I'm going to have to do it all on my own because this is not going to happen. This could be very serious. I could go home in the summer, get it checked out, and they'll be like, wow, this is cancer. It's progressed. When did you find out about this? I'll be like, oh, 4 months ago. And what did they say? They said it's urgent and you have to remove it ASAP. And they'll be like, so why didn't you? Because this HR person said not to, in her opinion. It's just crazy. It shocked me. It only happened a couple of days ago, this conversation. It shocked me. Anyway, you shouldn't play with people's lives like that, really. But anyway, so I kind of had to do everything on my own, in a way. I had to think outside the box, shall I say. I contacted someone that I haven't spoke to for 3 years. They used to work in my old job. A Chinese woman called Jenny, very lovely woman. When I used to be in my old job, every time I had a plumbing problem, she'll find me a plumber within minutes. Every time I needed something doing in the house, she'll find me that person in minutes. If I needed, I don't know, someone to paint my room, for example, she'll find me a painter in minutes. So she was always helpful back then. But I thought after 3 years, maybe, you know, she didn't want to help that much. But straight away, within minutes, she replied. She found me a hospital. They do the operation there. She booked me a consultation. It'll be next week. So I'll go and talk about my problems and, yeah, talk about the price of the operation and hopefully book a date for the operation. So she did all that for me. So, yeah, I'm very, very thankful for her. And she's coming with me as well. She's meeting me at the gates of the hospital to go in with me and help me translate if there was any terms that I didn't understand, because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to get the wrong information from them when it's something that could be serious. So even if I was fluent in Chinese, you'd still want a Chinese person there when it's something that could be serious. You want to know the exact information. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, she's coming with me, so hopefully that goes well. They make me feel comfortable, like they say the right things. We're going to do this, going to do that. And hopefully everything's all right. And we can book a date for the operation. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully to figure out what's going on with me. And hopefully it's nothing serious. But yeah, it's just opened my eyes a little with this insurance thing. Like, I was never naive. I know not many countries have the NHS like we do in the UK. It's like heaven, the NHS now. It's like heaven, thinking about it. But anyway, like I wasn't naive. I know we needed some kind of insurance. And every job provides some kind of insurance here, as far as I know. Our job did, but I just didn't know there was different levels of insurance. Do you know what I mean? I just didn't know that. I didn't do enough research, maybe. So yeah, but moving forward, that's going to be one of the main things from now on, because I'm going to be out of pocket a lot after all this. It's just one of those things though. Money comes and goes, but health doesn't, you know. You kind of have to look after your health. But yeah, hospitals are amazing in China, some hospitals, especially in Shanghai and stuff like that. But if you've got the money to go to a good private hospital in Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen, you know, all the big cities, you're laughing. The public ones are very, very good here as well. But a lot of them, you'll need a Chinese friend to help you out. So a lot of them will not speak English, if you don't speak Chinese, that is. So yeah, you kind of need a little help. But yeah, if you've got the money, you can do whatever you want. But if you haven't got the money, you're kind of limited with your options. Yeah, I think every country should have an NHS. I do. I know it's easily said than done, because what is it? They take it out of your national insurance tax as well, is it? I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm never going to complain about the NHS ever again. I know the NHS has problems, waiting times and stuff like that. And a lot of people have been suffering because of the waiting times. I do understand all that, and they need to fix those problems, because the UK public, the British public, are paid a lot of money for it. So, but at the same time, it's an amazing service and it needs to continue. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. Hopefully, I stop stressing. I've been stressing a lot lately, trying to do my own research, thinking that I have to go into the consultation and say, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. But then again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not a doctor. So I've decided I'm just going to go in, tell them what I have, and just listen. Just listen to them. They can tell me what should happen to me moving forward. And if I have any questions, I'll ask after that, because I have been overthinking everything. You know, I was ill last year in February for a month. Different illness. I was really bad, actually. And I thought, you know, 2025 will be my year. 2025 will be my year. I'm worse. I've been ill for over a month and a half now, coming up to 2 months. Something completely different, but yeah, just one of those things, really. But anyway, I hope you're doing well. I'm sure I'll be posting cheery, happy videos, nice videos. Not necessarily happy, but nice videos, you know, in the near future, because these are quite depressing. I don't like making videos like these, but it is what it is. I like to keep it real as well, you know, keep it real, just vlog what I'm up to, the real life problems, you know, that happen with people in life. So yeah, this is just what's happening to me right now. It's what I'm up to, really, what I'm up to. Anyway, be good, be safe, be kind. I'll see you on the next one. And yeah, look after yourselves, whatever you're doing. I'm going home now. I've still been going to work every day. I've just been so tired. It's been draining because of that diarrhea thing, you know. I haven't had a lot of energy at work, but it is what it is. You have to go to work to earn money. Anyway, have a good one. I'll see you later. Boom.